What is good, YouTube, and welcome back to a brand new video. Guys, I'm officially back. Yes, I know I was gone for the last 2 days. I was trying to rest this ankle sprain, and I am walking now, but it's still very painful to walk, so small strides. Anyway, I did a poll yesterday to see what team you guys would want to see me do a realistic rebuild on first. I've actually already done 8 teams in the NBA. Some of those do need to be updated because I think I did a Knicks rebuild when Tim Hardaway was still there. Blah 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 and all that, but I probably won't update those because we are going to eventually get into my predicting the off-season series. I do that every year, and it's really a nice hit. Pretty much every year, everyone seems to like it a lot, so we're gonna be getting into that. So I probably won't redo any of the teams I did, but 50% of the votes went to the Wizards, but I did see a lot of guys comment they wanted the Hawks. We'll do the Hawks tomorrow, so no big deal there. We'll do the Hawks, but I kind of wanted to do the Wizards because they are pretty intriguing. But I'm gonna go ahead, make my face a little smaller here, that way I'm not too much in the way, and I'm gonna put myself up there, and that should be okay. So today for the Washington Wizards, I thought they were intriguing because we all know the problem with John Wall. He is about to be out for a year, pretty much. So what I'm going to do is gonna go ahead and come in here and make sure that is the case. So I think it's under body. And no, it's not under body. I can't remember what it's under. Might cut to find that out. Maybe it's under vitals. I don't know for sure. Qualifies. Dominant Duncan. No. Oh yes, it is. Okay, injury 1 type. It was an Achilles, wasn't it? He broke his Achilles or something like that. Torn right Achilles. I don't know. I think it was one of those. So he is just like that. John Wall will be out or torn left Achilles day to day. Obviously we're not going to play him for a while, so no worry about that. But John Wall is currently out. Dwight Howard is also out, so I guess I'm going to go ahead and just give him an injury as well because we can't play him either. He is out for the foreseeable future. I don't know when. I don't think he's supposed to come back this season. So although I don't think, oh wow, we can choose day, so I'll go back to that. I think it's had something to do with his butt, his gluteus maximus. So I'm gonna go ahead and just put a random one, and then I'm gonna put whatever 480 days season, and then I would go back to John Wall and fix that one as well. So season, John Wall is out for 12 months. So gonna be kind of hard for John Wall to come back soon at all, but we're gonna go 365 days. That's how long John Wall is out. So now when we look at this team, basically we're dealing with what we got. So they traded for Bobby Portis and Jabari Parker at the trade deadline, and John Wall ain't gonna be playing for us for a while. So this is gonna be intriguing to rebuild the Wizards with that contract kind of in our way. And keep in mind, today this is a realistic rebuild, so I can't just trade John Wall because no team's going to take an injured John Wall right now. It's just not going to happen with his contract. People don't know how he's going to come back. So this is going to be a super realistic rebuild today, guys. Keep that in mind. But I'm going to go ahead and just simulate the rest of the season since I can't really do much of anything right now. And we'll see how this team finishes out. Maybe they make playoffs. Maybe they don't. We'll see what we got to do next season to make this team better with a John Wall contract affecting us in a way for us to do that. Alright guys, here we are in the off season. Obviously we did not make the playoffs, wasn't expecting us to, just because of the way the East was looking, and we might get the 7th pick, which wouldn't be too bad, and we get the 9th pick, so we do slip down 2 spots, unfortunately. But staff signing, got Brooks. Some people like him, some people don't like him. I, on the other hand, think he's okay. I will leave him for now, but might change it eventually. But when we get into the NBA draft, we have the 9th pick. Obviously, if I'm the Wizards, I'm probably going to draft here, or maybe I use it to get rid of Ian Mahimi's contract just because it is still here, unfortunately. So maybe I do that. Depends. Let's see what's on the board first, and then we might trade Ian contract with this pick. Like I said, guys, today we got to be super realistic with ourselves. I can't just be going out there and changing things without giving up a little bit. So Ramiro Langford. So just like that, everybody kind of just came off the board. I know there's DeAndre Hunter, Grant Williams, but I think I'm going to try to get rid of Ian's contract just because we do need money really badly right now, especially with John Wall's contract about to hold us back quite a bit. So the 9th pick with Mahimi's contract for this offseason. this is going to be a huge offseason, so potentially this could be a, let's get Otto Porter back, right? No, that's not going to happen. Tristan Thompson, Conley, a first-round pick, and Alex Len. This could make sense. I might come back to that one. Bam Adebayo and Kelly Olynyk. I'm trying to absorb as low the ninth Mitchell Robinson. So Knicks could be like, okay, let's get the ninth pick to even more influence other players. But then that would kind of ruin their chances at getting 2 max salary spots since they'd be taking Mahimi's. I don't know how to say his name, and I don't care. Aaron Holiday, Fred VanVleet, Eric Gordon, Davis Bertans, TJ Warren, Steven Adams, and Covington, and Damian Jones. So I think my favorite offer was this Alex Len one because we get the Hawks first round pick. We could also get the Knicks first round pick. Like I said, I don't think the Knicks would do this though, just because they are kind of wanting to go after some max free agents. The Hawks usually are pretty bad for one more season. So I'm going to do this pick. They do get the 9th pick though. I'm going to do this trade. We get rid of Ian's contract and we get Alex Len in return. So we free up about 11 million cap space. So cool with that. That is good for me. Sim to the end. And I like that a lot. So just like that, they take Nazion Reed with that pick. So not too great, not too bad. Jarrett Culver. Like I said, I kind of already had a shooting guard in Bradley Beal, which I do not plan on trading Bradley Beal in this video, but Dwight Howard declines. Jabari Parker. Now, if Jabari Parker balled out for the rest of the season, I would do this, but I don't think he's worth $20 million, so I'm going to decline that. And then maybe they can discuss re-signing him. Thomas Bryant, I know he's been playing well for the Wizards, so I think the Wizards would be really intrigued by bringing him back, and I am as well. So let's go ahead. But Dwight Howard, probably not on my radar as far as bringing people back. Let's renounce him. David Robinson, Shasan Randall, Jeff Green, Bobby Portis is a free agent as well. Jabari Parker, Trevor Ariza. I know they're probably interested in bringing Trevor Ariza back, but I may not be, depending. Sam Decker, Dwight Howard, and then we got Jordan McRae. I want to bring back Thomas Bryant and Bobby Portis potentially, but I'm going to go ahead and renounce Bobby Portis for now because I don't know how much I want to bring him back. So for this offseason, $28.51 million. So John Wall, like I said, is kind of out for the foreseeable future. So torn left Achilles, 6 to 8 months. So I think that's about right. I think that's about when he would come back. So whenever he is ready to come back, he can be plugged right back into the rotation. And then the John Wall will kind of await his return. He will be back. Troy Brown Jr., Alex Len. So really, we don't have a roster at all, and we only have 28.51 million cap space to fill it out. So Thomas Bryant, of course, is kind of important. Let's go get Thomas Bryant. I think he is a big piece to this team to bring back. So 19 million. Thomas Bryant on a cheap contract potentially, and then like I said, Thomas Satoransky would probably still start. Troy Brown Jr., Thomas Bryant. We need a power forward as well. So this season might not work out well for us either, just because, like I said, I got to be realistic. Bobby Portis, I guess I'd bring him back as well. So let's go Bobby Portis because we kind of need a power forward. And then shooting guards, we need a starting small forward as well. It's kind of hard out here. Rudy Gay, Oubre, Carroll, Carmelo, Layman, Ariza, Cephalosha. Now, I don't know if this team is still in win now mode or rebuild mode. That's the thing about the Wizards, just because, like, they still have Bradley Beal and John Wall awkwardly, but it's like, what do? Do you go rebuild mode, trade Bradley Beal, or do you keep them together and try to build a team around them? So kind of awkward in that sense. Chris Middleton, if I could bring Chris Middleton to Washington, that would be nice. Rudy Gay, I have a feeling Rudy Gay would be a nice signing for one season, just to kind of have some scoring next to Bradley Beal while John Wall is gone. Let's see if Rudy Gay will accept that contract. And then let's see what we got. So Thomas Bryant, Bobby Portis, and Rudy Gay. I guess we'll go with that. So not too bad at all. I think that's gonna go ahead and help us out for a little bit while John Wall is gone. We still have 7.98 million in cap space, so we still got Rudy Gay is probably gonna start the small forward for us. 32 years old, kind of signed him through the remainder of his prime if he has any left in him. So like I said, guys, this isn't working out. It's not that greatest. It's not the greatest roster out there. That's for sure. Trey Burke, gonna sign him for depth for one season just because John Wall is gonna be out for a while. So might as well get him for depth. Shooting guards, let's get some more depth. Tyreke Evans, assign him as well. Small forwards. Power forwards. We do need power forward depth as well. Let's go see what's out there. Trevor Booker, Markieff Morris. That didn't work out the first time. Aminu. I always get Aminu, but these are cheap contracts. Guys I could sign. So Tyreke Evans goes to Portland. Aminu and Trey Burke, welcome to the Wizards. Shooting guards. Avery Bradley. I actually think that would not be a bad signing at all. So Avery Bradley, welcome to the Wizards. And then power forwards. Then we got Aminu, didn't we? So we go, like I said, we got John Wall, Satoransky, Bradley Beal, Avery Bradley, Troy Brown Jr., Rudy Gay. Yeah, so not too great out here. Let's see. So we got the Wizards pick, Cavaliers pick, and I think we should have the Hawks pick as well, right? I just traded for that Hawks pick. So 2020 Hawks pick, or no, that was the Cavs pick. So I got the Cavaliers pick. So that's different. I thought we were getting the Hawks pick in that trade, but Cavs might be bad as well, hopefully. I don't know. Did they get Zion? Because if they did, it's going to be different. Hopefully they didn't get Zion. They got this guy, who actually I've seen him make the Cavs good as well. So we'll see how it goes. But let's, I guess we're just going to have to see how this team does around Bradley Beal. And eventually we got to make our decision. As soon as John Wall comes back, maybe this next offseason after this is when we start to make some tough decisions whether or not we want to full on rebuild this team. And keep in mind, guys, I'm only doing 3 seasons today. So if I full on rebuild the team in the offseason, it's going to be kind of hard to build a championship team in one offseason when you're trading your stars. So I probably won't do that today. I probably would try to stick with building around John Wall and Bradley Beal. Although I think that might be a bad idea for the Wizards. So go ahead and simulate to the end of the next season and see how this goes, guys. I'm not expecting a lot, that's for sure. Alright, guys, here in this final off season, we didn't make the playoffs. Even with John Wall returning, it just wasn't enough. But we have a chance at 2 lottery picks here, which is going to be good. So the Wizards get the 7th pick, and we also get the 3rd pick from Cleveland. So that trade ended up being really good. So honestly, in real life for the Wizards, I would draft 2 players here, and that's what I would do. But the fact that we only have 1 season left, I gotta use these picks to build a team around John Wall and Bradley Beal. It's just that simple. I can't just restart this team right now. It's just not gonna work. I just don't think that would be fun. I mean, let me know. Should I have done that? I think that since I got John Wall and Bradley Beal here, I think I got to build a team around them right now, and I think it's got to be done right now. So we really got to do it with no stopping right now. We got to try to get a team around these guys because it is getting ridiculous out here. So here's all our salary cap holds, but we got the 3rd pick and the 7th pick. The 3rd pick plus, let's go with, I mean, realistically, you could attach the 3rd pick with John Wall and maybe get rid of him and send him somewhere. Brogdon, Kemba, yeah, none of these trades are fight. DeRozan, yeah, just none of these make a ton of sense. So I'm not going to do that. But if I could attach maybe Rudy Gay and the 7th pick overall and trade him for someone that's going to come in and help right away, that'd be nice. 9th pick and Isaiah Thomas. Get Isaiah Thomas's scoring off the bench. Although Isaiah Thomas is somewhat expensive, I saw 8.0. That's not too bad. 20 points. He's still balling a little bit. Isaiah Thomas off the bench. How do I feel about that? And we just dropped down. We're basically paying Rudy Gay, so we save a little bit of money, not a ton. So maybe I do that trade. Serge Ibaka and MKG. Like I said, Gallinari, Bogdan, and Alfred. Reggie and Mo Bamba, Dinwiddie and Karooks. But I think this was my favorite trade so far. So we get the 9th pick. Let's get Isaiah Thomas, who's going to be our backup point guard. So we'll do that. So it's kind of a win. Although I do like Isaiah Thomas on the Pistons. The Pistons do need a different point guard, and Isaiah Thomas with Drummond and Blake Griffin wouldn't be too bad by any means. So we're going to do that trade, and hopefully that helps us as far as scoring off the bench. Now that that's been done, we got the 9th pick overall. Probably will draft there, but the 3rd pick and someone else. The 3rd pick and Thomas Bryant. Thomas Bryant is decent and all, but he's not helping me right now. So Cameron Reddish, Marcus Morris Sr., 4th pick and Jeremy Lamb, Dinwiddie, Nickeil Alexander-Walker. None of these trades are that great. Jeremy Lamb, Mo Bamba. 4th pick and Jeremy Lamb, kind of underwhelming. We could move down a spot and get a decent backup shooting guard. So Let's do it. Let's do that. Let's do this pick. Let's do this trade. So we'll get a decent backup shooting guard, I guess, in return. So for the NBA draft, we got 2 picks still. So let's send to our pick, the 4th pick overall. Let me just see if I traded this pick straight up, or if I traded both these picks straight up. What could we get? RJ Barrett and Kevin Reddish. Not really interested in just those 2. So, although RJ Barrett is kind of a beast. Ramiro Langford and RJ Barrett. We just have to trade Jeremy Lamb. Boston Celtics. I don't know why the Celtics would do this, though. That's my problem. I'm trying to be realistic. 4th pick. I mean, the Celtics do love their picks, though. We get Ramiro Langford, who will be a fine backup shooting guard, and RJ Barrett's going to start the small forward right away. So, I'm going to do it. We got to win. RJ Barrett is a scorer. Do it. So, RJ Barrett, welcome to the team. And then let's send him to our next user pick. Maybe the Celtics do it because they already have kind of a lot of depth anyway. Isaiah Stewart, Josh Green, LaMelo. Like I said, I just don't have time to watch one of these guys develop right away. So Bobby Portis, maybe in the 9th pick. Let's see what that could get me. I don't know if it's going to give me anything great. Jalen Brunson and Theo Matt. So we get some decent backup point guards. But like I said, we already got it. So I'm just going to go ahead and draft somebody. So let's choose Isaiah Stewart. I know he's decent out of Washington. So let's see Isaiah Stewart come here. And just like that, guys, I think we've had a successful offseason thus far. Troy Brown Jr. going to go and accept him, of course. Qualifying offers. Brines, no, not bringing you guys back. Okay, now we look at our roster. Salary cap table, we're at negative 5.05 million in cap space. We can renounce this, renounce this, renounce this, renounce this, renounce this. None of these guys are going to be coming back. So, just like that, when we look at our roster, pretty decent. It's a little bit better than what we had. So we got John Wall and Isaiah Thomas. Isaiah Thomas is going to be backing up John Wall. Sato, kind of an awkward fit right now. Bradley Beal, Ramiro Langford, and Avery Bradley. RJ Barrett, Troy Brown Jr. Power forwards are fine. So really the only thing we're missing is a center. So gotta go get a center. I don't know how much we can get for a center, but we're gonna go ahead and look for one. So let's say we traded Avery Bradley, Sato, and else maybe a future 1st round pick. Let's see what those 2 could get us. Zaire Smith, JJ Redick, Dwayne Dedman. 1st round picks. I need a center though. I need a center so bad. So guys, I'm gonna try to cut real quick. I'm gonna try to get a center, and once I get a center, there's not a whole lot I can do in free agency. I'm just gonna show you guys a rotation once I get a center, and let's see how this team looks after I get a center. All right, guys, here is the final rotation. So I did end up trading for Jusuf Nurkic. Kind of went overboard. I offered 2 1st round picks, and I signed Goga Bittizdale. I don't even know how to pronounce his name, but I traded for Jusuf Nurkic. Kind of desperate move to make this team look even better than it already was. So this team right here, I think, is decent right now. We're gonna go with a 9. Oh, whoa, not 8. That's too thin. 9-man rotation. John Wall, Beal, Barrett, Portis, Nurkic, Isaiah Thomas, Ramiro Langford, Troy Brown Jr., and Isaiah Stewart. Hopefully this leads to some wins. We'll have to wait and see how this does. Like I said, this should be interesting. So let's see if the Wizards can make the playoffs this final season, maybe even win a championship. I don't know, that might be asking a little too much, but let's see how this final roster does. For this final season, we went 45 and 37, 17 points for Bradley Beal. Kind of underwhelming stats here. Quite a bit. 16, or I guess 17, 15, and 12 for Nurkic. We got 14 for RJ Barrett. John Wall down here with 12. 6. That is not a $40 million player. That is not a $40 million player. That is not how $40 million plays. $40 million player plays. So facing Toronto in the 1st round. Let's see if we can beat them. We do have home court advantage here, but we're up 1-0 to start the series. We're up 2-1. Can we go up 3-1? We are. Can we go win this? We beat them in 5 games. So not a bad start to this season, because the Raptors are usually tough to beat. So now we're facing the Boston Celtics. They start up 1-0, up 2-0. Can we even it up with them? 2-2. This is RJ Barrett's revenge. 3-2. Can we move on in 6 games? We do. Now we're facing Philadelphia. We are on to the Eastern Conference Finals. So whatever I did, it's working so far. So Sixers are up 1-0, 2-0. Can we come back? 2-1, 3-1. Can we get eliminated in 5 games? So, I mean, we did compete here. Sixers and Rockets. I think this was the finals last year as well. So Sixers win in 6 games. But anyways, guys, that's gonna end it for me. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hawks realistic rebuild out tomorrow. But the Crustables, peace.